Nevertheless, I wanted to get touch up on some subjects with you. Obviously, Terrence Crawford is trending tremendously. He recently went on the Joe Rogan show and mentioned, you know, he would like the winner of Jamel Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, and he's a welterweight, so he'll be jumping up three weight divisions. What do you think about that?
Um, Crawford can get pretty heavy when he's not in a camp. You know, if he can condition himself at that weight, I think it'll be a good fight. I think he technically he got enough tricks. He got enough tricks to hold his own against Canelo. I think he'll be all right.
Do you believe like skills pay the bills in that type of a fight? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. He's way better skilled than Canelo. I'm definitely going for him in that fight. You know, it'll be technical though, real technical fight.
Probably go 12.
Yeah, 12-round decision.
Mm. But what you're saying is he probably make him look foolish for 12 rounds.
I ain't gonna say foolish. But I think he'll get the best end of the stick. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He's gonna definitely have to work, but he's a little smarter than Crawford. I mean, a little smarter than Canelo.
Right. They have completely different skill sets, right? You got one that's more of a catch.
And I think Canelo lifestyle is kind of fading, because he's been out doing a lot of stuff he wasn't doing in the early part of his career, and it's gonna eventually catch up with him. You know, a lot of bad habits catch up with you, man, when you're doing this boxing.
Right. We have Jamel that also has bad habits in the ring, just like his brother. So do you believe that that's more of like a 50-50 fight, or do you think the Terrence Crawford fighting Canelo would be more 50-50?
When I say bad habits, I mean, the club life, the drinking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be 50-50 with Canelo and Charlo. But Terrence, I think Terrence he gonna beat him convincingly. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Break down the fight. You know both styles. You've seen them around on TV plenty of times. They both kind of like give up early rounds. What do you think in that fight?
I think I got Terrence fighting him a little closer than what people think. So Canelo got this thing where he roll with the
Keeps
punches.
his eyes off of
Yeah,
his target. Yeah.
yeah. I think I got Terrence capitalizing on that. You know what I mean? Feint, then step, catch him coming back, running him into the shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Terrence is smart, man, real smart, and he's stronger than what people think he is too. Yeah,
Right.
he's strong.
Obviously, you have to give. There's so many different attributes that he has over Canelo, but it seems to me the one that everyone is talking about is the size. Canelo obviously is not a big 160 pounder,
No,
so you feel like
I think
it could
I
be,
think Terrence can come in as strong 160. Yeah,
yeah,
real strong. He walk around, I think, over 160. And he does a lot of physical training, wrestling, and everything. So it ain't too much that Canelo can offer that he haven't seen. You know what I mean?
hmm
He haven't seen. So Terrence, I got Terrence winning, man. Terrence is smart, man. His lifestyle is simple. He don't do a whole bunch of stuff that work against his career.
100%, 100%. Um, what do you see like as your boxing eye coach that you don't like about Canelo? Mine is I see he goes heel toe when he steps into the ring when he goes towards his opponent. I think that's a big no in boxing. I feel like you gotta stay in the balls of your feet. What you think
He
about?
get he get pretty flat-footed at times.
Right.
And, He give up for sometimes he give up a lot of real estate for no reason, you know. Give up real estate, and it's gonna pay off for Terrence if he do it against Terrence. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And this fight leading up with Jamel, which got he's the first one at bat. Jamel has a cool style, very similar to Spence, but he throws more punches. He has better footwork. Probably has a bigger right hand. What other things that you see in Jamel that you believe? Because I know that you have Mel beating Canelo. What do you see in that matchup that you're like, hey, I think Mel got his number?
I think his size is gonna make a difference because Canelo been picking him over the years. He's been fighting small, blown up dudes at the end of their career. Now he got this strong force coming at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's different, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. You don't get it right the first time. And you've been used to fighting small guys, you know. He went up to fight Bivol, and I guess he thought he was going to outclass Bivol, but Bivol had that brute strength.
Right.
And walk right through him, you know.
100%.
He lost another one. He didn't lose. This last guy he fought, this mediocre dude, was touching him all night.
Right.
You know what I mean? Charlo way better than that dude.
Right. Right. If size is not a factor in the fight, when we talk about making adjustments for Jamel, do you think he can make adjustments for Canelo?
Yeah, I think straight dog him, man. Straight dog him.
What happens if size ain't a thing, though, Coach? What happens if Canelo happens to be the stronger man that night?
I think Charlo got the skills of boxing.
Yeah.
He can bang and he can box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think he can pull it off. I've never been impressed with Canelo. You know, don't mean to offend nobody, but I've never been impressed with him.
Right.
You know, you got certain fighters that they protect, man, and the casual fans don't see that. They don't know. They don't know who they fighting. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but that's just my opinion. My opinion.
And I agree in a certain extent because Canelo grew on me.
Yeah, they always made Canelo, like when he fought. They give him when Floyd beat him he was too young. He was 22 years old when Floyd did it, but Floyd got the belt at 21. Trinidad got the belt at 21. Tyson got the belt at 22. When they had Sugar Ray 21. When all the greats did it at 21, 22, they was great, but he failed at it. Now he was too young because he was 22. This shit ain't right, you know? I see all of that, but the casual fans don't.
Right. Right.
He just lost, you know, at 22.
Mm-hmm.
That
100%.
He was a baby at 22. Wasn't nobody else a baby at 22.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. If Crawford
did it at 22.
Hey.
Against the undefeated champion.